Well, hello everybody and welcome to Papillon, and I have been led here by Afeanean, who's taken me on a circuitous route to get to here, and we haven't explored this little bit, but it's going to lead us to an area that we have explored. So without much ado, let's plunge right in. Straight away. Look at that. I'm going to show you pointless sticks that are stuck in the ground. Right? Stripped of bark. It's this stick here. This is the end of it. See that? Snapped. Focus on this end. And let's just see if it's got any roots. I'm going to pull it out. Pulling it out. There we go. That's the end. No roots, it's just a pointless stick stuck in the ground, and I'm hearing that's the children, Sally, that's the children. Is that Afeanean telling me that? It is, my dear. Here we go, thank you. These sticks here, these limbs, they're not massive, 1.5 inches. Perhaps diameter. What about these? Not in use anymore. Have they been in use? Yeah. Right, that's propped into the ground. And it's just propped up against another tree there. If you can see that way it connects. Me with my shaking. How many times have you seen this star shape? That is a rune. Definitely a rune. What? Pointless. Here we go. Pointless random sticks stuck in the ground, such as this. It's only thin. Follow it down. Follow it down. It's just pointless. Interesting. The star shape again, like the Union Jack's sort of shape. These about 2-inch limbs, 2-inch wide. They don't look massive, but they are very clearly here. You see that a lot. You see that very much so. We've seen much bigger versions of that too. In the old gifting site, we saw a bigger version of it. So, onwards we go. Oh, this has got a really lovely feel to it, this forest. Feels very, very peaceful. So I'm hearing that it's been a nursery. It has been used as a nursery for children. For all the children. Is that why all these sticks are left propped up? Some of it's learning, some of it's playing. Is that correct? I hear you correct. That's a lovely bird song there. Now, I think, Dawn, you've commented on these A shapes. And I believe it's where they can bring energy in. So they can visualize things that we want to show them. They're talking about teaching the children. That makes me think as if that will create some kind of visual image for them. Here we go again, and this is clearly another glyph. So you can see this one here, I'm moving it there, that one, and this one here on the right, that one, connected with a bent one across the middle. Well, that takes some getting head around. What she's saying is this area receives and transmits information to each other. Antenna. She's saying antenna. Antenna. I mean, is this even significant? And she's going to tell me how it's connected. She says, look at how it's connected. So see, small x there. So we will do as we've been asked, see how it's connected. So let's have a look at that there. Just placed on there. And that's connected that way. And resting in there. And it produces that amazing but very familiar little shape that we all know so well. So I know Amagaba is with me. He is now has become the man, and he tells me that he can be my bodyguard, if you like, and accompany me. Now he's not saying bodyguard, it's a different type of word. Chaperone? Yeah, chaperone. Intermediary, if there are other beings such as elementals. Exactly, okay. So he can do that now by himself. He doesn't need to have an adult, say like a bad cap, who certainly took it upon herself to come with us, which we thoroughly enjoyed. And she's always welcome, always welcome. All of them are always welcome to accompany and point out what various things mean. So what I need now is a little bit of guidance as to which direction you want me to take. So there is I know I'm going to be very silly now. I can't help it. I get moments of stupidity, and it just occurred to me, do they do show jumping? Do the little ones do show jumping? Oh dear. She's answering me. She's saying yes, they do run and jump over things, but that's not one of them. Bless you, thank you for that. Now, look at this. You would just pass that off, wouldn't you? You'd just say, that is just a pile of old sticks. But there we've got this familiar, it's like a cross between a K and an A shape. Oh, what could that be? What shape is that, friends? That's absolutely fascinating, isn't it? This is where we teach the little ones how to sign. So this work is done by the little ones. You tell them how fantastic it is. Beautiful. What age do they start doing this? From the minute they have an ability of understanding. So that must be quite young then. Six months to a year. 6 months to a year. Which direction do you want me to keep going? Do you want me to come down here? This just looks quite untidy, and then you really start to see there is an order. See, there is order. I'm going to have to circumvent that tree because there's a fallen tree down there. There's another fallen tree here without disturbing anything. Okay, what I want to show on this little piece here is the movement of shadow. What we've captured here is a shadow that moves across from this direction here to this direction. It must be somewhere in this area up here. I can't pick it out of the video. I've been over and over it and it just doesn't seem visible, but whatever it is casting a shadow. And the sunlight is coming from up here in this top corner here, and its sunlight is coming down on this direction. Now, if you wanted to take a screenshot of that on your phone and then set your phone up on the wall and walk back from it, you'll see all sorts of things. You'll see a very, very large face there. You'll see all sorts of imagery in here. You'll see another large face there. So all I wanted to show you was what actually happens here. I'm just going to run it. So this is the area we're concentrating on here. The shadow is about to start now. It's moving across. See? Moving across. Absolutely nothing else has a shadow alteration at all. And this shadow will then pass. So something has moved across the direction of sunlight. Don't know what it is or why it's there, but it has happened. These are the clips of the stills. I've taken 6 still shots, screenshots across that stretch. And the areas to look at is this here. So where all that occurred was just over there, pointing in that direction. The camera was pointing from here towards over there. So this is the area where there was movement. And we do pick up a very strange anomaly here. We pick up a strange anomaly here. And this area is just strangeness. Now, if you want to look closely at the screen, you might be able to pick out quite a large face there. You can see the eye. There's another one here. The mouth. It's a big smile. Just here. Be able to find that there. There's something else strange there. All strangely going on. So if I zoom in, you kind of lose the detail. But it is sort of there. Some just oddity there. And what's going on here? Here in the middle. No idea. That looks like a person sitting there, but you might think it looks like something else. There's something going on up here. Different coloration. Partially showing. And here. Anomalies. This here. Also anomaly. Now you can look at this in various ways. You can turn your head on the side and you can get an image. You could say it's upside down, you can get an image. It's all very, very strange. I never noticed this when I was there. I never saw it. But it shows in the edit. I think it moves, the whole thing is so quick. It's like faster than the blink of your eye, which is why I wouldn't see it. So this is the second image, slightly different. That's still there. This one up here, that's slightly altered here. This is still here. And these have morphed. We've still got this smiling face here. It's lovely. Really lovely. I think it's just the way they're trying to show themselves. Again, this is changing, morphing. Completely different now. This has changed. This has got a bit more detail in it. In fact, there is a very large eye there. Can you see that? Just up in this direction here. Between there and there. Looks like a very large eye. Zoom out of that. This is still here, but the face that was smiling at us completely changed. Completely gone. I just don't understand these anomalies. I find them very, very strange. Let me move on. So, where all that occurred was in this area here. So the camera now is panning round to the right, and you just pick up shades of anomalies, which really they look like impressionist paintings, but you can make out some imagery. If you want to screenshot them, go ahead. Just no idea. There's half something grey coming out of a tree, but it's very grey. Yeah, see that? It's behind this tree. It's just odd. This is the next one. That image is there, and then there's another partial one here. What does that look like? What is that up there? Whatever it is, it's large. This here. They're just oddities. And this is the last one, and we're almost back to normal. So now you have this area of bush back up here. But even within that bush, you've got anomalies. And I'll only describe it as anomalies. You can work out for yourself what you think they are. I mean, what is that? It is the world of weird, folks. It's just the world of weird. So that was back to the first one. What is that shape up there? And that is a beautiful smile on that person there, on that face, that image there. It's just strange. Anybody that has any explanation for them, I'm all ears. Okay, we'll get back to the video. But we've seen many different versions of this, the A shape. Right, so she's telling me that that relates directly to planetary shapes. So we've got this. It's a bit wibbly wobbly, that. It's a bit flimsy. So it's the delta. She's saying portal. And then we have this here. I don't know if you can see how that's... And this is also a portal. This... Alright, so this here, energy, this provides the energy and the communication for this portal. So do you stand near it, or are you bringing yourself here in thought? We can do any. We live by the stars. She's saying so do you, but you don't. Humans don't realise it. Right. I am standing in the centre, so I'm told, of the activation switch. So she said, think of standing in the centre of your light switch. And what's right in front of it? And this gives the power to this portal. Is this a portal? Here? It is. So that is another portal. So these are gateways. Gateways for family meetings. And here we have a star. I keep hearing this: star shape, star people. For those people that read stars and star energy, is that like horoscopes? not quite. Not quite. You meaning like astronomers? So, I think what she's saying here is that astronomers read the stars, read the planets, read the movements, and they interpret them scientifically without knowing their meaning. Look at this stuff. It all looks creepy, but that's so soft. So soft. So, now you can see where this has brought us back to. It's the upside down tree. Was this also used for teaching? She's saying yes. Now that's just so unnatural, isn't it? We keep seeing this N disruption, this N shape. Means disruption. So these are very deliberate shapes. We see a lot of these. Right, so now Afeanean's just explaining it to me. She says in some places, depending on the tree, depending on the type of tree, arches are better than the delta shapes we keep seeing. Where pine is concerned, the delta shape is more effective than the arch. But where broadleafs are concerned, you'll see more arches. There's a grid pattern over there as well. Like so. Like so. Oh, look at this. How many delta shapes do you need? Wonder what sort of shape this is. I'm confused. What sort of shape is that? We've done this before, but within such a small area. I mean, you can see how many paces I'm putting in between each shape. It's hardly any. There's more up here, like that. And two together, they're just like gateways, are they not? See this? That looks like a gateway. That does too. That also looks like gateways. So I'm hearing portals, doorways. Portals, doorways. So this is your entrance in and out. Yeah. By far the biggest that I've seen is the one that is taller than me. I'm 5'8". There's an awful lot going on around here. on the ground. There we are. You see that very definite shape? So let's follow it up from here, like a roof of a church, and then there's a leaner in between these trees, and this one comes up at a lower level and down. So this whole forest is a portal. Now I left, last time I was at this particular place, I left all sorts of things on here. And the peanut butter. Don't see that anywhere. That's completely gone. All the bags, completely gone. The nets from the apples, that's here. I think I saw another net from the apple somewhere over here. So what I want to ask now is it okay to continue to leave items there? Can I find a stump like this? You mean like this? Perfect. Okay. So you're using this, aren't you? You use this. We do. Has it affected my leaving stuff there, has it affected your entrance in and out? Not really, but we'll keep stuff separate. Is that what you're saying? So would this be an appropriate place for me to leave the bits and pieces that I've brought? So this is a 360. So everything is gone. Where did the peanut butter jar go? Where did the baggies go? So this is my table. So from our low-level vantage point here, we've got bunches of apples, and then we've got peanut butter, some pecans, some walnuts, some apricots, and some hazelnuts. And then I thought, as a bit of a treat for all those with birthdays and all those who we don't mention frequently enough, hey, a whole lot of cakes. So I'm going to lay those in there as well. I've also placed this on here. So this is from me today for all the family, and I hope they enjoy it. It's very interesting what we see lying around here. I mean, literally a metre away. That's glyph of some kind. So from where we are, we've got these on this beautiful tree actually. See the way that tree is lit up at the side? Just looks lovely. And then just to the left, behind the tree, we have the portal. We know it's a portal of a kind. This forest is full of entrances and then exits. I'm also hearing viewing portals. Now look at that So this definitely, when you look at it, you have to come around this side. So when you look at this, you realise what she's saying about teaching. It absolutely is teaching, isn't it? Look at the size of my hand against this. I'm going to come round the back of that. Now your feet sink about 8 inches in the ground because it's so soft. That's just tiny. Foot off the ground. Left footprint. That is a left footprint. Another indentation. That looks like a right one. And the track. Let's take this side, Sally. It's going there and there. So somewhere over here. Should head in this direction. Are we gone? Have they gone? Is that another? That's a right print. Got this. I've got 2 horizontal lines going across it. See if I can get a better shape here. Like that. And that coming down. And this. That looks to me like Orion. The shape of Orion. This being the club or the hand of Orion at this end. The belt in the middle, there. So I can hear somebody saying, "You're learning, you're learning." So for me to take the shortcut back to my vehicle, just about an hour's walk. Any chance I can get on the portal bus? Eh? If only. If only. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming along on this journey. As it stands at the moment, the fuel prices in the UK, I'll give you a comparison, American dollar wise, around about $10 for a gallon. They are fast hurtling. We're expecting it next week to be $15 a gallon. So anybody in the transportation business is in trouble, and they're going to have to be very, very careful what they do, me included. So it may be that I won't be able to come here on a weekly basis. We shall just have to see. And forgive me if I don't post every week, but I'll do the best that I can. It's a steep hill to climb for the world now. Very steep hill, and we need some people to step back from their little ego trip in the world. So big prayers for Ukraine, big prayers for everybody who is not safe to sleep in their beds, who does not have enough money for food, heating. Big prayers for everybody. Everyone stay safe, because the people who are doing that, they're thought energetically, constantly protecting us for the good against the evil, and we're just going to have to try and do what they do. And if everybody does the same, and everybody has thoughts, very high vibrational thoughts, love and light, then we'll go somewhere, we'll travel. So stay safe, my friends, lots of love. Till the next time. Bye now.